Hey guys, Coach Katie here on the latest episode of Tuesday Talks. This week's episode was submitted to us by my good friend Sarah Williams, who coaches up in North County, San Diego. She submitted an awesome topic, which is how do you go about picking the right club team? I know that this is a topic that a lot of families and a lot of girls struggle with, so fresh, awesome topic. So glad that you submitted this. And I think this is going to be great insight as these girls start to consider, who they want to try out for the summer. So thanks so much, Fresh, for the topic. When I first started thinking about how to approach this, just because there are so many factors, I wanted to create a systematic approach that will take into account all of the factors that need to be accounted for when trying to pick a club team. And I came up with this little system, and I like to call it the 3-1-2-3 rule. It's 3 main sections with 3 subsections in each of them. 3-1-2-3 makes it really simple and easy. And as long as you answer the questions honestly, it should help you figure out the best team to play for. So the first section is the self-assessment. And within that, 1, you need to know your skill level and ability. If you have no idea, talk to your coach and ask them your strengths and weaknesses, where you stack up. It's really important to have a realistic knowledge of your ability. The second is commitment level. You need to know how much time and energy you're willing to sacrifice and put into this whole thing. Some club teams are just way more demanding than others, so it's important that you know how much of your time you're willing to dedicate to make sure that you're picking an organization that's going to match that and be what you expect. Third part is your end game. You need to know your why. Why are you playing club lacrosse? Is it because your friends are doing it and you want to have fun? Is it because you're really trying to become a better lacrosse player, drill down the fundamentals so that maybe you can make varsity next year instead of JV? Or are you an elite level player that's, trying to get recruited and get in front of these college coaches at some tournaments? Regardless of who you are and what your end game is, it's important to know it. Because again, different club teams have different philosophies, they have different structure, and you need to know your why to make sure that it lines up with what that club is providing you. Now, the next section is the team assessment section, which can be a little difficult, but you've got to do your research. Super, super important. First kind of bullet point in this section is location. You need to know all of the club teams that are being offered in your area. Here in San Diego, we have a ton of options, which is awesome, but some areas, might only have 1 or 2 club teams, but it's important. Do your research, find out what's available to you. The second is probably more important to your parents than it is to you, but cost. You need to know what you can afford. Club lacrosse specifically gets a little bit expensive. So it's important to know, what mom and dad can afford and what they can make happen for you, because that will kind of help you narrow down some choices as well. The third little subsection in the team assessment is learning about the coaching philosophy, the coaching staff, and the team dynamic and culture within each club organization, because it is different from club to club, and it's important that you know this to make sure that you're going to be a good fit, wherever you end up. It's important to know, what that coach believes in, how they coach, to make sure that that's going to be someone that you can learn from and that you can respect. And then also you need to know the team dynamic to make sure that these are girls that will push you in the right way and, compliment you and your game and make sure that they are helping you get out of the experience what you need to get out of it. So that's the second section. The third section is goal assessment, and it's a little bit more abstract than the first 2. It's a little bit tough to do before you've entered into a club and before you started working with them, but definitely some points that are really important to keep in mind as you play club sports. And it doesn't have to necessarily be lacrosse, but the first section in this is, are you learning? Are you becoming a better player in your sport? Are you learning the X's and O's correctly? Do you feel like you're advancing in your skill set as that player? It's important that you are getting value from, your time, your money, and your energy, everything that you're investing into this. It's important that you're learning. Second part is, are you having fun? Club sports, youth sports, they're supposed to be fun. Even if you're trying to get recruited, you should enjoy going to practice every day. You know, this still needs to bring you joy. So are you having a good time? The third and final piece, arguably the most important, is, are you contributing to this team, and are you a valuable player and valuable asset? You know, I see a lot of girls, they'll go try out for the top club team, and they might even make the top team, but they never get to play. I think that it's important to keep in mind that, you know, yes, you might want to play for that team that has that notoriety, but it's more important that you're getting reps, you're seeing good competition, and that you're maximizing your experience. And that could be with a smaller club team where you are one of the standout players. But it's really important, again, it goes back to your why. You need to know why you want to play, because that will affect, you know, what you get out of it. I hope that this system helps you guys when you go to pick your club teams for the summer. If you have any other questions or comments or concerns, please shoot them over to me. I'd love to answer those for you guys. You can either comment below, or you can shoot us an email at info@teamlaxacademy.com. We'd love to help you guys out. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next time.